Welcome to El Latino Ruido, mi gente. My name is Javier Luis, and we have today Johnny Boricua Prince Donis.
Saludos, saludos.
What's up, welcome back, welcome back. He's actually, Mike? Hold on, I got you. There you
There we
go.
go.
He was actually one of our guests from the first season.
Yes.
We call him Mr. MTA. But ever since you've retired, right?
Yeah, December makes a year.
Wow. Tell me about that first.
Bored out of my mind. I wasn't gonna go, but being that a lot of people don't know about this, but we lost 171 people
From?
from coronavirus.
Wow.
At my job, that's the
That's
most
a
of
lot.
any city agency combined.
That's a lot.
And it started spiking up towards the end of last year. I said, you know what?
That's what prompted you to.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to stay till 30
Right.
next December, but I was eligible as of April last year.
Okay.
So I went to December to make 28 years next week.
Está bien. How long have you been there?
28 years.
28 years. Look at that.
28 great years. A lot of great people in there.
Awesome. I just clicked the share on the Latino. Hit like, share, tune in. Do we, Charles? Do we still have people call in or not yet?
Yeah, we could.
All right. So, what's the number, Mr. Ruido? Hey, this is only the third episode, so take it easy with me. So, so what's good, Charles? What's going on with you? How was your week?
Painful.
Painful. Oh, the back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. Yeah, I was, we're getting older. Something's hurting. Something's hurting. Something's going to hurt.
Somebody said on Facebook the other day, he goes, how did you feel when you found out you were old? He said, I'm still waiting.
I'm still waiting. That's a good answer.
Oh, el micrófono broken. Okay.
So,
Okay.
did you know that that November is actually considered? I just found this out. November is considered Puerto Rican Heritage Month.
Really, Puerto
November?
Rican? Not just Latino Heritage Month.
Yeah.
Epa.
Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rico Heritage
You said
Month.
Puerto Rica?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
November. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, all right.
Well,
ding, ding.
yeah.
You got a new.
So the reason they have Puerto Rican Heritage Month is because here Puerto Rico commemorates the month in 1493 when Columbus landed and claimed Puerto Rico for Spain. And some people argue, why would you celebrate that? The month, make November the month
Well,
of
Because it can get us out of work for and paid.
and the sales.
Right.
But, you know, it's still, it's celebrated still, even though it's not your normal traditional celebration.
right,
It's a celebration on the bad end,
right,
you know, and
right.
and-
But on that, somebody said, well, regardless of Columbus, we're still going to celebrate our heritage.
Oh, absolutely.
Our heritage for the month of
Absolutely.
November. Oh,
That's
no,
right.
Puerto Rico
Se
found
ofendió.
him.
He thought he was in India.
So, yeah, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, very. I didn't even know that.
I just found that out.
Después de 56 años, learned something
I was
new.
today years old when
Right.
I found that out. You
Wow,
knew
that-
this?
That's
When in Puerto Rico you celebrate that.
oh, okay. Yeah, I never went to school.
So is that a celebration of 19 de, right? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, they put a different types of history on you, but then as we grow older, we say, you know what? Let me think about this.
Yeah.
Start doing your own searches, and
Yeah.
you'd be surprised at the stuff that we found, especially that book, "The War Against Puerto Rico."
Oh my God, that was such a
my
good
God.
book.
I haven't read it yet, but I've read excerpts, and
Yeah.
I've seen excerpts from professors and stuff like that talking
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah.
can't wait to read it, man.
Yeah. Actually, there's somebody who I want to invite on the show. He's very well in tune with the history of Puerto Rico in the book.
I love
And I mean, everything's right here in his head, and I want to invite him because he will lay it down for us. We'll talk about that in another show.
Sure.
So, now that Halloween is over,
Ya empieza la fiesta.
ya empieza la
de Puerto
fiesta,
Rico. Yes.
la fiesta. So, you know what? Hispanics are already putting up Christmas trees,
Oh, absolutely. I've seen that.
you know? And we were talking about that, and my thing is, you have a point. Why would I want to put a tree up 2 weeks before Christmas and take it down so fast?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. Right.
Yeah, well, if it's a real green tree, it's going to want to make you take it off before time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had plastic trees that we bought at Woolworth. The
Yeah,
silver
the
ones,
silver
and
ones, the aluminum,
color-coded
yeah.
ones. If you didn't get it right, your tree was slanted and lopsided.
Gotcha, with all kinds of crazy colored balls and
Forget about
no,
it.
that. So I am thinking I might put up my tree this month, soon. Yeah. ¿Por qué no?
I usually
Why
wait
not?
after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we celebrate Thanksgiving?
Not in my house. No, I'm
Goodness
just kidding.
gracious.
No, I think I'm gonna put it up. Maybe put like little
Bendito.
turkey ornaments.
When did Thanksgiving became a stepchild? Like,
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, no, it's just like Father's Day.
yeah,
We're at the bottom of the
what's
list.
that?
What's that? He said, "What's that?"
You know
What's
what I'm saying? Arbor Day is on the higher list than we are.
Yeah.
Arbor Day, trees.
That's crazy,
You
right?
know? But hey, what are you gonna do?
So, so the holidays have started. I saw my first Christmas commercial today on TV.
Oh my God.
Wow.
They started already. They started putting decorations in Walgreens and all these stores.
Well, look at Black Friday. It's
I
in
said,
July now.
Well, they do celebrate Christmas in July.
True.
You know? Y,
Ave Maria.
chacho, y ahora es, ¿qué? Coquito season.
Oh,
De todo. you know?
everybody, and then everybody comes
Everybody's
out. Oh,
getting-
my coquito is the best coquito in the world, and all this stuff. Yeah,
Nah, I stay quiet. I do my coquito at home and I just stay quiet.
that's it. You know, coquito's coquito.
Right.
Rhea said, "Yay, Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year. Happy 2022.
Happy birthday. Happy 4th of July. Happy Easter.
Right? So, the holidays in Puerto Rico is the longest holiday, I think, around the world.
That's been debated, and it's around the world.
Sí, porque it starts right after Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Y después there's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Three Kings, Octavita, y después la fiesta de la calle San Sebastián.
You see, those are the two. I thought it cut off at the Three Kings Day. Now we just extended it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
Nice.
But have you ever been to Puerto Rico around the holidays?
I did
You did.
in 1990, 89 to 90. That was the last time I went to
Wow,
Puerto Rico. I'm ashamed of
okay.
myself.
I went.
But you go every 15 minutes. Every time I see you on a plane going either to Orlando or Puerto Rico.
That's right. That's
Te
right.
tienes un guiso en Puerto Rico.
That's
That's
right. No, I went once. Did we? I don't even think we did Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We just went and then we came back right
Right.
before. It was nice. It was always decorated. La Plaza de Ponce was
Oh,
nicely
that's
decorated.
where I went to.
La
Ponce.
Plaza de Ponce.
Yeah.
The comment said, "The best holiday is Christmas."
Absolutely.
Right. Who said that? I'm sorry.
Carmen Velasquez.
Oh, that's my homie. What's
Oh.
up, Carmen?
Let's give
I don't
some
get it. I don't have it in my.
shout-outs.
I know. I don't know.
Let me see. I'm trying to help my boy here. Hold on.
Yeah,
a
yeah. I'm
second.
old, bro. I'm 6 years into AARP, bro. Leave me alone.
Wait, okay, you don't have the thing there. But anyway, you can share it here.
I don't have the thing. ¿Qué quería?
Mira.
Wow.
Qué cosa.
So let's give a
That's
shout
right.
out.
We friends forever, but coño. estate
Damn, they went there.
quieto.
Let's say hi to
Yeah.
Ria, Reynaldo. Good afternoon, guys. Good evening. ¿Quién más? Apollonia. Good
Apollonia
evening.
Cruz. Ooh, that's a nice name.
From LDM Network, out in the open.
What's
That's
up, Carmen? That's my homie from PA.
Carmen, ¿cómo está? What's up, Johnny?
I don't know, man. This is a brand new phone, man. I don't know. This is,
Oh, we'll work it out.
This is discrimination over here.
Hold on. You know what? Maybe I could tag you.
Yeah, tag me in it, vamos a ver.
Oh, you know what it is, right? His texts are coming in late, just like the MTA trains do.
Oh,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
that's funny. That's funny. So listen, guys.
Yeah, let's get to the
Charles,
Dime.
you wanted to talk about men. What was the topic?
Oh, the Spanish men?
Yeah.
Stereotype.
Stereotype,
Oh,
right?
the-
Why they have the stereotype of Latino men are abusers.
Well, I mean, bad sells.
Yeah.
You see somebody doing bad, it's going to be all over the newspaper, all
Right.
over everywhere. You do good, who cares?
Yeah.
We don't want a goody two-shoes. ¿Me entiende? It's bad everywhere, And then when you get to the point where you were talking to me yesterday about Latino men cheating on their women and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but you still got to remember, if you want to go that way, for every Latino man that's cheating, there's a Latino woman, there's a woman cheating on her man.
Yeah.
¿Me entiende? Unless she's single, ain't got nobody, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it doesn't work that way. but that's a hot topic.
So
to
men
much.
are abusing Latino specifically. Latino men are abusing.
You know, because
I
that's how
don't
we've been
think so.
portrayed throughout
Yeah.
history. On
Yeah.
television, on everything. We either junkies, we're abusers, or we the lowlife that works in the bodega doing nothing back then.
Right.
You know?
And I think it's more of a one race of Latinos are the abusers, but they say Latinos. So now everybody says all of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, like they be like, oh, the Puerto Ricans are abusers. I'm like, no, we're not.
No.
No, we're not.
No.
We are, you know, we know how to take car radios out your car and rob your car.
We'll
and
take your car.
I
We
think
ain't got
there's,
time to pick you up. We take your car.
yeah, I think there's equal part in all.
You know,
all
the thing is, when
ethnicities.
Latinos, when you say Latino, you're
You're talking
bringing
about
in a lot of
the
people.
world,
Yeah.
basically.
the entire South America, with the exception of Brazil.
Yeah.
That they speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
And then you got Central America. Then you got the islands,
Right.
Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Dominican Republic.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
and it's a whole broad spectrum. You really
Right.
can't.
I mean,
you're generalizing with that.
Yeah, you're generalizing it, and you know we are probably attached to what was called the machismo attitude back
Right.
in the islands when, and you know you saw it a lot. You saw men abusing their women a lot.
Oh,
But that
absolutely.
doesn't mean every single man
No.
is an abuser. Just
Right.
like in the Caucasian community, the African American community, not every single man and not every single woman. I mean, you know, so to kind of box us in and say that all Latinos
Yeah,
or
well, you know what?
generalize it.
Basically, it's our turn now, because now we getting beat up by everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
don't go to Texas because you're automatically a Mexican.
Yeah.
Go back to
Texas
your
doesn't.
country.
Texas never say Latinos.
Yes.
They say
you know,
Texas
and,
what?
and you know how many Latinos live in Texas, bro?
They say Mexicans.
Even Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and everything, because you remember you have a lot of army, a lot of military installations.
Right.
They get out of the military, a lot of them stay there. Same thing in San Diego. San Diego's got a huge Puerto Rican community.
Right.
They have every year, I don't know if they still have it, they had a Puerto Rican Day for Father's Day weekend. Puerto Rican festival.
Oh, wow.
The whole
Interesting.
weekend in San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Hawaii
we all
also.
over the place, bro.
Yeah. Everywhere. We're ingrained
Well,
everywhere.
just, you know, to recap on season 1 when, you know, Javier said, remember, this country was first spoken in Spanish. So
Exactly.
let's make sure
Correct.
people know that.
There's a
But we
lot
know
of-
who was the first Latino ever here. I forgot what year it was, but he was a Dominican. He was a merchant marine.
Mhm.
He worked in the merchant
Well,
ship.
that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that Spanish was the first language spoken.
we have a
Yeah.
huge.
So that's why when people like speak the language from here. Okay, ¿qué pasó?
Exactly. But now, if
You know?
I've been I came across a video from John Leguizamo
Yeah.
in one of his skits where he's a teacher, and I think a movie.
Right.
And they asked, and he told them about the Latinos that were here, that helped build here, that we were here for many, many years.
Right.
You have a message from Melissa Ayala?
Melissa, let's see. Melissa Ayala, generalization is harsh and at times not true. This is true.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I moved to South Carolina from New York and I felt that culture clash horribly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, good point,
Especially
Melissa.
when
Thank
you move to those states where you don't have a lot of Latinos. I mean, you can have a lot of Latinos, but they're spread out.
Yeah.
You don't have
You don't have a community.
a community like you have now in Kissimmee.
Right.
They used to call they called Kissimmee Little San Juan. Soon it's gonna be called Little Santo Domingo. The Dominicans are moving in there. I went into a Bravo supermarket last year when I was down there for Thanksgiving last year. And
How was that?
When I walked in, it was like going into the Bronx, a store in the Bronx.
Okay.
The shelving, the flooring,
Yeah.
the vendiendo la comida caliente and everything. And it was a good atmosphere. The people were good and stuff like that. And they're moving in. It's getting
Yeah.
expensive in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
It's getting very expensive.
Yeah, we're spreading out.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you
Spreading
know,
out.
once you put one Latino somewhere, they invite the whole
All
family
you got to do
over.
is plant that one seed, bro. Ven para acá,
Sí,
ya encontré
that-
sitio.
Mira, está bueno, está bueno.
Yeah.
El
That's the
precio.
thing about
La agua está buena, ven, tírate.
that's the thing about Orlando. I like Orlando, but it's just so overpopulated.
Yeah, you would have to now
know?
see the thing about Orlando. You have a lot of good suburban areas
Yeah.
where you can get to. It's not too much of like in Ocala. Ocala is about 40 minutes north of Orlando,
Right.
and it's basically rural.
Okay.
But it's still basically red up there.
Right.
But they're moving in. I got friends that have moved in there and stuff like that, and I like it.
Your brother lives out there, right? In Florida?
No, Manny lives in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been in North Carolina. He's been in North Carolina for a while. My father's in Kissimmee.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So, I mean, and then America, when people say, get out of my country, this is America, do you know that America is part of South America is America?
Yeah, America is a whole.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, North, Central, and South.
North, Central, and South.
Now, when you say United States,
right, that's the thing.
and
People-
Mexico's in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people
Just
don't
not a
see
United
that.
States citizen.
Especially the Karens of the
The
United
Karens,
States.
Oh
nope.
my God.
When they say America, they think they United States is America.
That's
No,
it.
no,
That's
no.
it.
No, you know.
Yeah.
More the European is American.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of them. Well, now they're starting to spread out and going to the South America for vacations and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's still a hotbed down there, especially in Colombia and Venezuela. It's
Yeah.
a terrible thing that's going on down there.
Yeah. Cuba too.
But
Oh,
again,
forget it.
that falls in the lack of education.
Absolutely. Tell you, ignorance is bliss.
You
People
know.
choose to hear what they say. And then to touch on a different subject. Did you see when John F. Kennedy Jr. showed up yesterday
Where?
over there in Dallas? Yeah, with a QAnon, they were all waiting there for him. You didn't hear about the news?
No.
What?
I didn't. I
Bro.
haven't watched TV really in like.
John F. Kennedy Jr.,
Uh,
the Kennedys, lifelong Democrats,
yeah.
was gonna come back, install Donald Trump back as president,
Oh come on, man.
or him as vice president, him as president. Then he was gonna step down and let Donald Trump become president. And these people, they were eating it. They were lined up in the streets. In
Oh
Dallas.
wow.
Like,
Yeah.
They
had I known
are.
that, bro, I would have went down. I would have made a killing. I would have
In-
sold them
in Dallas.
ivermectin and the bleach shots. Bro, I would have made a
That's
fortune.
Funny.
Yeah. They say
Yo, it was all over
hundreds
the-
of them gather around in the Dealey Plaza in Dallas.
Yeah, I first saw it on TikTok. I'm thinking, TikTok. Who
Yeah.
cares? Come on the news, bro.
That's insane.
Wow.
I mean, they're plotting. That's what they're.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
fast.
and they call us sheep. They call us sheep, but if you're a Christian or whatever, isn't the Lord our shepherd? So what does that make us?
Right. Right.
You know,
It's
people.
ridiculous.
You know what it is? La gente habla sin pensar. You know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like, yo, and I sit there, I go like this because all I can do is laugh.
You know,
But you know what? It's scary though.
everything
It's
is scary.
scary.
The way people think is scary.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just want to like
Yeah.
hide and not come out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cuba really not coming el fascismo de ellos lo jodió.
Yep.
Sí.
El racismo de ellos lo jodió.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I had a friend text me while he was in Hawaii. He says, and he was like really going off. He was like, you know, I hate when people, how did he say it? Gentrify their names, gentrify their Hispanic names to gain mainstream popularity.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys think about
The
that?
changing of your last name and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and-
to fit
Oh,
in
hey,
with
look,
mainstream
yeah, look.
Hollywood.
Ta-da,
you go.
I'm there.
There you go.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I think you lose yourself.
Okay.
You know,
You know,
basically.
I wouldn't call it a sellout.
Depends on
You
the
can,
person.
you can.
Depends
Now,
on
if they make it obvious, of course. But it's trying to fit in. If your name is Maldonado, I'm going to call you Maldonado.
Right.
Your name is Rivera, I'm going to call you Rivera. You know what I'm saying? Asuncion, not Ascension. You know,
Right,
Ascension.
Asuncion.
And all these names, California is a Spanish name.
Yeah.
Mexico, Texas, Colorado,
Yeah. Florida?
Arizona, Florida. It's all Spanish names. Indian, right? You know, indigenous names, and it's people. It's fascinating. It's
Yeah,
So,
man.
I mean, I'm bringing this up because he specifically called out this actor named James Rhodey.
James
If you look
Rhodey.
look up his picture, James R. and Rhodey is Rodey. His name is James Rhodey Rodriguez, but he left out Rodriguez.
Ah,
but
I
if
see
you
it.
see his picture,
But
you
he
wouldn't-
does look white.
yeah, you wouldn't
Oh,
think-
that's the guy from Holy crap, I watch his show all the time.
So see, in that example, do you think he's a sellout, or do you think
Honestly,
he's just doing it?
Psych. That's the movie. He's from the show Psych.
oh really?
It's like-
That's
the white guy. I
Wow.
didn't even know he was Spanish.
Wow.
Right.
I'm
So
thinking,
then, yes,
I'm thinking he was,
you see,
I'm
in
thinking he
that
was- I'm
case,
thinking he's
you
gringo
wind up
like
to-
this paper.
Right.
Yeah, in that case, you're a sellout.
Right.
You know, now, especially when you have
Charlie
Charlie, we were talking about it yesterday.
Charlie Sheen,
Charlie
yeah.
Sheen. Charlie Sheen, yeah.
They're from Spain.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't really consider them part of us.
You know, but you got, I mean, you know what? Don't call a Spaniard Latino.
No, they don't. They don't consider. They don't consider.
Castellano. Yep.
Interesting,
They
right?
blame us for messing up the Spanish language.
Por favor. Por favor. And then we have people who embrace the culture, like Ricky Martin, whose real name is Ricky Martinez,
Right.
but he embraces his Hispanic heritage.
Oh, absolutely. He
Right.
never he never denies it.
And then we talked about Mark Anthony. His real name is Marco Antonio Muñiz.
Right.
Pero why did he change it to Mark Anthony?
Well, when he first started, Mark Anthony was a freestyle artist.
Right.
And there was already somebody named Marco Antonio or Marco Antonio, something like that. He was going to call himself Marco, and so they had to, for creative purposes.
Right.
So Mark Anthony can go either way. It can either be a Spanish last name or.
Yeah, but they sing Spanish songs, so you can automatically
absolutely.
know
Right,
that
which
So
they're
is
it's not like,
Spanish.
it's, so
Right.
it's not like
Embraced-
I wouldn't call it
he
Southern
embraced
now.
it,
Now, if he's
right.
tried to stay in the mainstream, if you want to call it Anglo-Saxon side of the media or
Right.
whatever you want to call it, excuse me, then I would say so.
Right.
But he doesn't know. No.
The name is welcome.
Come on.
Bienvenido.
Right. No, the name is welcome. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
But then we're talking. Yeah, because we're
Ah, bienvenido.
see.
My name is welcome Marquez.
Right. Right. No, so we're talking about who do you think is a sellout and who do you think is just doing it.
Well, I would think anybody who changes their name purposely and makes you wonder, is he Latino or not? And it makes you want to look it up. 'Cause I look it up.
Right.
Because I never knew Reggie Jackson was half Puerto Rican.
Half Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Reginald Jackson Martinez.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, why don't you use Martinez?
So the Italian did it.
¿Te me entiende?
Yeah.
Why
They
don't-
couldn't change the name.
yeah.
Yeah. But it took us,
But
so
a
long
lot of
to
them,
know this.
a lot of them back then in those days, a lot of them changed it to avoid persecution.
Yeah.
Because you know how it was back then.
Yeah.
We weren't there, of course.
Right.
But our elders telling us about the stuff, and that's why I love talking to older people.
Oh,
They
no,
have the
there's
wide-
storytellers.
Look at what's that? Ricky Valens.
Ricky Valens, right?
You know, the guy that sang La Bamba.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Even in the
Yeah, I
story,
got his name here.
even in the story, the movie, they said we got to change your name.
Right.
Right.
Hey, it could have been different. It could have been Valenzuela. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
But
Right.
notice the era.
yeah.
Back then, they were just starting to let the African Americans sing rock and roll. Then to let Mexicans come in, especially with una canción folclórica de México,
Right.
to turn it into rock and roll, and so
Yeah.
he changed it for creative purposes,
Right.
professional purposes, but I mean, I wasn't there at the time, but if it was now, I'm sure he would have said, I'm from where? I'm
Vicky Carr?
Mexican, American.
Yeah, he probably would have kept his
yeah.
real original
He
name.
made it because I like the way it says Richie Valenzuela. I like that.
That's right. Yeah, I love the name.
I like it. It flows.
Actually, his full name is Rigaldo Esteban Valenzuela. But of course, they're not going to keep that. That's a lot.
That's a lot to remember.
Me being
That's a
a
long
person-
And that's a
If I
short.
was
That's a
the
short
president, I
name
was
for a
like-
Mexican.
Oh my God! Have you heard of Celia Cruz's real full name?
No.
Like 7 names.
7 or 8 names.
Really?
Yeah.
Vicky Carr. She's Mexican.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I have to.
And I worked with Celia Cruz.
I love.
Oh,
me
she
some
was
Celia.
my
She was
man.
everything.
She was the best.
I'll put it up right now.
That's
Celia Cruz.
crazy.
Real.
Después de que le gustó la fea.
Mira, ya no era.
Pero mira,
Okay, here's her name. Her name is Úrsula Hilaria Celia de la Cruz.
no, de la
No,
Caridad.
de la Caridad
Caridad
Cruz
Cruz
Alfonso.
Oh my God, ya me
No,
cansé.
but it continues. Alfonso
winded.
de la Santísima Trinidad.
Diablo.
Dios mío. What? I know, right? That wasn't even a
That was-
name.
that was-
That's a testament.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she needed to cut her name.
yeah.
Celia
I'm
Cruz,
glad she settled on
that's
Celia
my
Cruz.
lady, that's my queen.
Yes, she was the best, man. I remember when she would come in the office, like, bendición, que Dios me le bendiga.
Wow, you got to
What?
meet her,
What?
man.
When I was a kid, I'm saying, wow, I see Tito Puente, Celia Cruz, Iri Chacón, and all these people,
Yeah.
and I worked with these people.
This is when you worked at R&M.
I remember, yeah, Ralph Mercado. And
That's a blessing.
It was, it was. And Ruben Blades, too.
That's a blessing.
No.
It was great, man.
I'm just reading here. She was born and raised in Cuba, right?
In Cuba,
Yes.
So why they have her here as a Cuban American?
I don't know.
That's
A Cuban American singer. That's another thing I wanted to talk about.
Now,
Why they
did she get a citizenship?
Unless she got her
Yeah,
citizenship.
but she's still
Oh,
a
if she got a
Cuban
citizenship,
singer.
then-
Yeah.
She's still a Cuban singer. You know what I'm saying?
You would call her a Cuban American, or a Cuban of.
I don't even know. Did she became a citizen? I'm not sure.
I don't know if she became she.
I don't think it ever came up.
No, I don't think so.
That's why I was
But,
like, wait, I don't remember her
Yeah,
being a
she was
citizen.
born and raised in Cuba. She's not an American, a Cuban American singer.
No.
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? Well, yeah.
I didn't know.
See, I didn't know
Well,
that either.
Pedro Knight, I guess the last name.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I remember I used to ask Celia, ¿por qué yo nunca te he visto a ti enojar y nada de eso? Y, "No, para eso que tengo Pedro." I said, okay.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah.
I love that lady.
Oh, man, she was the best. She was the
A lot of
best.
people don't know that she was from, when she came here, she stood in the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people will not know that.
Yeah, pero she don't mention when she was in Cuba that she was not allowed to go to the main door.
Well, yeah, back then because she was
Right,
she
right.
was
Mention that.
a black
Wow.
artist, and they were made to go to the from through the back entrance.
Yeah.
South Africa.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to go.
Exactly. Exactly. So it didn't matter if you were, what island you came from. If you were black, you're black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But I remember going back to the artists that you know. When I started out with music, I used to go to your brother's house.
Yeah. Yep.
And this was before Mark Anthony became famous.
Wait, even before I met Mark Anthony.
And I would leave, Mark Anthony would go. And I think you or Willie called me once and says, yo, come over, Mark Anthony said, I need you guys to meet. And so I don't know what I was doing. By the time I got there, he had left.
Yeah.
So
He
we
came
kept
to my house
missing each
quite a
other.
bit.
Yeah.
He came to my house quite a bit. He started singing salsa just as I was leaving to go work with MTA.
Okay.
When MTA called me.
Okay.
That's when I was leaving. And
Okay, we have a comment by George.
George, hold on.
He gave us the answer.
Let's see. Okay, what's the answer?
He said, yes, she became a citizen because of the immigration refugee law.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I want to give a shout out to my boy George G.
Oh, that's George.
Thank you.
Of-
Thank you for
of-
the answer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the answer. That's good knowledge. George G of Chubano Records. Look it up. He's got a couple of artists out there. He's got some salseros
Yeah.
out there and everything. Yeah. He just released a few things. Look him up. Chubano Records on Facebook.
Okay, gonna check him out.
Chubano.
Chubano
You're going to be surprised at who the owner is.
Okay,
I'm not going to say who he is.
all right.
But you're going to say, oh, my God.
Melissa Alaya says she was more famous than Castro, and she had to leave Cuba. 1961, Cruz became a U.S. citizen in 1961, and
Wow.
the Castro regime staunchly anti-American exited her from the country.
Oh,
he
so
wouldn't
that's
come
probably
back
why
to
they
get
called
buried.
her.
Chubano Entertainment. ¿Cómo? Yeah, she did. Didn't she go through Mexico, and she made a career for herself and a name for herself in Mexico,
And then she traveled from Mexico to the
and they didn't allow her back.
And then she swore the American flag.
Yeah.
Sometimes convenient, why not?
Yeah, why not? You're an American, fly the American flag. Why not? Oh, I'm sorry. Chubano Entertainment.
Chubano
Sorry, George.
George,
you, Papa.
saludos. Bendiciones.
Cool guy, bro. One of the coolest. Funny as hell.
So, yeah, good history, good history.
Yeah. We learn a lot of things, man. We learn a lot of things. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though.
Listen, you got no proof of that. Oh, you're not talking about me. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
This is a family show.
Oh,
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
The coronavirus.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Now, we all know in the beginning, when it first started, people dropping like flies and everything. Oh, we got to get help, we got to get help. Necesitamos vacuna, this, that. They came out with one. Go, no, I don't trust it because the FDA didn't approve it. Okay. FDA approved it. No, I still don't trust the science. It was made too quick and everything like that. But you have to understand, a vaccine takes a lot of years and a lot of money.
Yeah.
But this was done around the clock with the entire world scientific community involved.
Yeah.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week to develop this, and they developed it from a technology that was over 30 years old.
Yes, for the computer.
The com-
You have to wait 10 years to get a vaccine for polio, and people die in those 10
Exactly, and also the coronavirus has been around for over 30 years.
It has been around for a while.
You know, because remember,
It has
and then
been
people
around.
say, "Oh, why is it called Corona-19?" I mean, COVID-19 because it started in 2019.
Right.
So they gave it.
That was
name.
no, it's the 19.
2019.
No, it's the 19. How they call it? Line of the COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the
19th
year.
The 19th.
Really? Look at that. I learned something else.
Yeah, it
Someone
has
told me
nothing
that.
to do with the year.
But it made sense.
It was just a coincidence that it came out
Right,
on. But it's
But
the 19th
like
strain.
I was saying, this
Right.
the
this,
19th strain.
That's what we're.
this
that's
is
what I'm
SARS-CoV, SARS-CoV-2.
Right.
Yeah, this is
where,
the
this
strain
is where it
of
came out of. I know, and then people say, "Oh, I mean, first of all, I'm going to say, if you don't want to get it, you don't get it. You get it, you get it. It's
Right.
up to you. But you also got to think, if you're in public service,
Yeah, you lost a lot of
you
people.
should get it, because now, God forbid, I'm going to help someone and save someone, un viejito, lo que sea, en un fuego or a car crash and everything, and I have it, don't know it, and I pass it on to this person. This person dies. ¿You me entiende? And then people say, "Oh, because the government telling me what to do with it." Because the government tells you to do everything.
Yeah.
You want to get a driver's license? You better get a license. I mean, you want to drive a car? You better get a license. You better have insurance for it.
Yeah.
You better put your seatbelt on. You know, it's people think that we should live with rules in society, but if there were no rules in society,
It would
we
be
have anarchy.
purge.
We'd be in trouble.
It'd be the
But
purge.
I'm going to
Exactly.
be the black sheep real quick. Rules is different between demands.
But
Remember that.
Okay,
That's
mandate-
why a lot of people are arguing, because
we're
you're
mandate-
demanding me to
Right,
do
but
something
no, but,
instead of asking.
Pero
Right.
at the end of the day, you have a choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, you
but
do have a
it seems
choice.
like they're taking the choice. That's why people
So,
are
see,
fighting.
so your point
because
is-
they're saying that they feel like you're taking my choice away. You're mandating me to do it and not giving me a choice to do it.
But it's
so
the-
that's where the argument is coming
But it's
from.
the same thing as a driver's license.
Right.
You want to drive?
Well, I
you
mean,
gotta get a license.
the problem
Yeah.
here
You
is
know,
now
there
that
are rules, especially with the military. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I gotta touch this on the military.
Oh yeah.
All my military people out there, bro, that don't want the vax. How many times did you get it when you were in boot camp? Bro, we got it from all sides when I was in boot camp. I'm going like this, oh, here, boom, and then hit me here, boom, boom, down the line. You didn't know what you were getting hit with. I got hit with 2 anthrax vaccines because they thought that they
got
missed the first one.
anthrax.
Because you get that, you get all the diseases. Because remember,
Oh, yeah.
when you get deployed, you're going
Yeah.
to third world nations.
Yeah.
You don't know what's over there, so you got to get vaccine. You have to do it. Either that or you get out.
Right.
But la cosa es, the only way we're going to eradicate this is if we could have gotten rid of this.
yeah, a long time ago.
You know, and the thing is, because no, don't tell me what to do. My body, my choice. No, that's a woman's thing. That's a kid. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it. No, my body, my choice. No, bro. If you have a 2-year-old kid in the house and you decide you don't want to get vaccinated, you infect that kid. What you gonna do?
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Right.
You know,
So I mean, I guess
I can't wait to get my booster.
you have a everybody has a choice.
Oh,
you
yes.
could get it or
Yeah.
you cannot get it.
Yes,
The
there's
problem here
consequences.
is there's consequences. I was gonna say the problem is, but no, it's consequences. Is that you either lose your job, and if you lose a job, there's no guarantee that you're gonna get unemployment.
No, you won't. They already said that.
They already said that,
They
right?
already said that because an insurance company is not going to insure you when you
Right.
have the tool to not guarantee you you're not going to get it, but give you a better chance of not dying or having to go to the
Right,
hospital for
right.
it.
Yeah.
You me entiende? And also, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm old.
No,
But
and then
it might change.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Insurance companies are saying now, you got a chance to get vaccinated, you didn't get it, and you got virus. Guess what?
Yeah, but that's where
Coming out of
that's
your
where
Because
the insurance money. You're not gonna
Insurance.
collect the insurance
no,
money.
but
if you
that's
die.
where the big lawsuit is coming from. You can say whatever you want to say, but what did I sign? It didn't say nothing about that when I signed my insurance. It didn't say nothing about that when
About
I
the
signed my
coronavirus.
job. It didn't say nothing about that when you gave me the job.
that's-
That's
Yeah,
where
but
the
that's when they
argument
go
is
like
coming
this.
That's an
from.
argument right
Here,
there.
here's a bulletin. Policies changed.
Yeah. No, but they didn't put it as a policy. You see?
No, but
That's a big
but the
difference.
thing is,
They put it.
it's-
Yeah, but
no,
what
no,
he's saying is
the
there was
job-
never a fine print.
It was
regarding
never a
the
fine
coronavirus.
print there.
Those fine print says subject to change without
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
You know what? Nobody
It's
reads that.
it's subject
Nobody
to
reads that.
change.
Yeah.
notice.
But did the
Right.
job change it or the government change it? That's the big question. It wasn't the job that said, okay, we're changing the policy. The
Right.
job said, we're changing the policy because the government said. That's where you lost the
Yeah,
contract
but
at.
the government is relegated. I mean, everybody's relegated by the government. If the
Yeah.
government imposes this, you got to follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
but
to
then
follow
it
But now,
falls
if
in.
you're an insurance company You're in the business to make money, not
Yeah.
give it out.
Right.
You
Oh, it falls.
even-
Believe it.
even
You guys
on a-
gotta listen to the podcast because we can go into debate.
gotta
on
invite
this, but
Johnny
this
to
is-
the
This is
podcast.
not.
It's an endless debate.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
it
there's
is.
no winners or losers comes out, and then you
Yeah.
get caught in that one subject, and we lose our train of thought of what's really important.
Yeah.
What's really important is getting everybody healthy,
Right.
so we don't have
That's
to
the bottom line.
wear these masks
That's the
anymore.
bottom line.
Show proof of vaccination, this stuff, and everything, and then
Yep,
people
and
get
be
me with
part
this
of
HIPAA
Russia.
law. People get me with this HIPAA law.
That's why people were saying.
But showing that you're a proof of vaccination has nothing to do with your medical records.
Right.
This is just telling me, okay, you want to come into my bar, you got to show me ID.
Right.
Shit,
That's
I don't
your
go.
ID?
I don't go to bars, so
That
I'm
has
good.
nothing to do with
No
HIPAA
shoes,
law.
no shirt, no service.
Yeah, same thing with the restaurants.
¿Me entiende? Listen, I'd rather go into a place that requires me to show proof of vaccination, where I can go there with relative ease, even though I know I can catch it,
Yeah.
but I'm protected so it won't hit me as hard.
Right,
And if
right,
it does hit
right.
you hard, we have those.
Right.
You're going to have those breakthrough cases. You're going to have it. It's just like the flu shot. You get the flu shot, you can die tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to have that. Same thing with the flu. And you know what's funny with the flu? You know how when they say, oh, you want to take the flu shot? He goes, no. Oh, sign this. If you die with the flu, they're going to say, yo, you signed this shit. You say you
Yeah.
want to do it.
Well, they kind of did the same thing with the coronavirus vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
You had to sign something.
Because it was
Well, you gotta sign your-
because
you
it
gotta
was
sign the card.
experimental first.
No, not just the card. You had to sign. 'Cause
You
when
had
I
to
went
sign.
the Javits Center. We both had to sign forms.
Because
saying-
remember when it first came out, it's still in the experimental stage.
It was-
It's,
it
it's
was
not.
experimental.
It's not. It's not a.
So basically, if you
a permanent
die
thing.
when you get the shot, you
Right.
can't sue us.
That's why they made you
Oh, well,
sign it.
you're signing a disclaimer.
Right, right.
A disclaimer, yeah.
And
But,
they still is.
I know people who, my mother, she rests in peace. She passed away, but not from corona.
Mm.
But she got her vaccine, and my mother was a wreck. My mother had a whole host of health issues, blood pressure,
Yep.
heart, diabetes, de todo un poco, una vida entera.
Each his own. Just do what
but
you're
you know
gonna
what it
do.
is? Don't if you come in, if I go into a restaurant and I'm not vaccinated, I say, listen, I need you to show proof of vaccination, or you can't eat at my establishment. Or
Just
eat
go.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just go.
Don't
There's
get pissed
no
off.
argument.
No, he wants to save his business.
Yeah.
They've already suffered enough.
Yeah, but it's more than that because you remember the girl in Carmine's who got beat up, the host?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting violent.
It
No,
is.
but you know what it
It's
is
getting
too.
violent.
I
now.
love Carmine.
Listen, you want to come in my restaurant? You have your card? No, I don't have my card. Okay, well then you have to go outside to the box that's the same looking as our restaurant and go and eat in there. That's why people are getting complaints about. They like, this is not making no damn sense. I can't eat in your restaurant, but I can eat outside in the box
See,
that
but-
got 4 walls just like
No, but
this.
there's some places that I went to, they have ventilation on either end.
They have
If you
ventilation in
feel
some
ventilation,
restaurants.
Exhaust fans.
Yeah,
But
it's going to get
I'd
ugly
rather,
before
It
it
is.
gets
I'd
better.
rather eat outside, even when it's kind of cold, than inside, because now you're in an enclosed area and a bunch of people on top of each other.
Nah, I never liked the outside.
I
Even
like-
I,
I know,
I
I
used to
prefer
grab my
the
food.
inside.
I grab my food. Even like picnics.
Yeah.
Even my wife. I'll be like, I cover my food because I'll be scared of the dust and the mice.
The
the
mosquitoes and all that,
mosquitoes and
yeah.
all that.
That's protein, man.
That's protein. I was wondering what that crunch was, and I was eating mashed
Is
potatoes.
tuna supposed to make a noise?
So I have a couple of comments here. Your friend George says, 19th strain of the virus. Melissa says, unemployment is done for reason of COVID. Carmen says, people should get vaccinated. And Melissa says, I got the J&J because I wanted to travel to New York City. That was a choice.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's what's so funny. You can get the shot. You can come with the proof. You can come with everything. But if you travel to another place, they still gonna quarantine you. So that's why people are saying,
the
why?
quarantine stopped.
Yeah, they
No, they
stopped
didn't.
the quarantine.
Not in
many
other
places.
in some. Oh, here.
Here.
But in
Yeah,
some
here.
states and
but
some
now
countries.
they're allowing people to come in from Europe. But you have to have.
But if you go to Europe, you're going to be
proof
quarantined.
of proof of at least a COVID test
Right.
within the last 72
Yeah.
hours.
Even with the vaccine card?
Even with the vaccine card, you're going to be
Yeah, because,
even
I
the
mean,
Philippines,
Yeah, you can still-
Canada.
Carrying the
So
card
why?
doesn't guarantee that
That
you're
you're protected,
So
right.
that's why
against
people were
the
complaining.
virus.
Claro que sí.
Obama left
Yeah.
him the blueprint. He left him the blueprint, and he disbanded that task force.
But you know, and also like since this is a
That's
Spanish
like a
show,
6-hour show.
since this is a Spanish show, a lot of the elder Spanish people don't want to. Ay, que me muero, que me muero. They don't. And then some of the, a lot of the Spanish people are like diehard Christians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was like, Dios quiere llevarme, me lleva.
And you know how many
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have said that and
yeah.
they've passed away? Okay,
Que
Dios
me-
is gonna cover me with his blood. Boom, dead from the
But
coronavirus.
you know what it is? It goes like this.
Yeah,
oh,
but
I'm a
to
Christian.
them, they happy because it was their time to go
Right.
in God's eyes.
Well,
So
see,
that's how they say
They
it.
weren't
person
very
like-
happy when they had that thing stuck in their tube trying to survive.
a person like that, I will
Well,
not
it depends.
say
Who is
any-
it?
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
A person. I'm not even gonna
It's
ask.
the way that you did it too. The way you was like in the
That
tube.
wasn't right, TV World. I'm sorry.
I'm not even gonna ask for an explanation. We're gonna fold it up and put it in our pockets.
Right. Safety
But,
first, Apollonia says.
Yeah, absolutely. Safety is number one. And also, I won't tell a no timer, you better get the vaccine. Because if he got one strength left in his arm, he's going to slap the crap out of him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave
Especially
him
a
alone.
Latino.
Pero you have to look at it. If you get it, I mean, the numbers say it all. As opposed to people who are unvaccinated that die and people who are vaccinated that die. We have people that die, but the percentage is so low. Nothing is guaranteed. And the
Yeah.
thing is also with the Christians saying, oh, God is going to protect me. I said, God gave you the tool.
Right.
And
Oh, they don't want to hear that.
and and then gave God-given talent to the scientists to develop this tool. God is not gonna give it to you. He's gonna give you the herramientas para que tú lo arregles tú mismo.
Nope,
Right.
that's been the
Because
oldest
if
argument.
If he does it for you, then what is he gonna learn?
Right.
It's like the old saying: I can give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If I teach him the fish, he eat forever.
Right.
That's
I
been
mean,
like
yeah,
the
people-
oldest
people
argument
don't-
between Christians and
people-
reality.
Bro, and they
Right.
don't get it. You know what it is? And a lot of them stay steadfast because they know it's true, but I'm not. You're not putting. Nah. You're not gonna beat me on this one.
Yeah, but let's talk about the these people that say, "Oh, I'm not getting vaccinated because they're putting a chip." There is no chip
Ay, ay,
in
ay.
this, in this
Come on.
liquid.
Here's your chip.
Why-
There-
why-
exactly.
why-
We've been
Exactly.
following
Why
you
would they want to
for a
give you a
long
chip
time.
when you're on Facebook all day?
all day. You have 2 cell phones,
And then you on Snapchat or whatever.
The cell phone got the GPS already.
one
so
for your friends and
come
one
on,
for your
please.
booty call.
And then you say you turn your GPS.
What?
I know. We I let that one go like this.
I was like, what? One for the
I
friend,
let
one
that
for
one
the
go
booty.
with my bald
Hey,
head.
people have 2 phones.
Yeah.
So you've been the government's
been-
been following you.
Yeah,
Forever.
that
They don't even have to know where you're at. They just say, mira, when did he
And
type
then-
it? Type in
yeah.
his social security number. Oh,
And then the
mierda.
magnet. They did the magnet.
the
test.
videos and stuff.
Where if the spoon stays on you, then it's some kind of magnetic thing that they
No,
injected
but
in you.
don't you remember like years ago, the spoon stayed on you were alien? Now you have magnets.
People trip me out.
Yeah,
People-
yeah.
People
are funny.
really do trip me
But
out.
you know what I say? A lot
See, no,
of
but
them-
that's towards the conspiracy
The
non-factor.
conspiracy,
Oh,
yeah.
That's the
Conspiracy.
non-factor conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know, there's conspiracy of, the balance of I don't want to take it because of this and that.
Yeah.
And then you got the stupid one about the chips and all that. That's
Yeah.
that's just going beyond.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
going
there
beyond.
are some side because I was speaking to a friend of mine who she's female, and she says that this is happening to a lot of women who are getting the vaccine. Their lymph nodes are getting swollen around the breast area,
Mhm.
and some have experienced heavy bleeding. I think outside of their period. So there are things that but still, it's protecting you from getting really sick from
Exactly.
the virus if you
Right.
do get infected again.
Yes.
You understand?
You have a lot. It protects you a lot better than you having to go to the hospital.
Right. Listen, let me say
See,
something.
but if you're not taking it for any other reason, fine. But if you're not taking it because you think of the side effects, then don't take no medicine.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh,
Because how many commercials, the medicine side effects is longer than the commercial?
oh my God.
That's
the one that
that's
gets me, I
ridiculous.
forgot what medicine is for,
Yeah.
but one of the side effects is oily discharge.
Right.
It's like a wet fart. That's what it is, bro. You fart, you go, uh-oh, I sharted. You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
Hey.
That's
Pero,
funny. All right?
de
Right.
un bombón, de-
Un bonbon.
a chocolate bonbon.
You're funny.
Yeah, I'm nuts.
I need to give you a mic.
I lost my train of thought again. Man, I'm old, bro. You guys got to write
Yeah,
this thing
that-
down.
you're 6 years old. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the
We need a
you said you
teleprompter.
got the card 6 years ago. You're 6 years
the
old.
ARP 6 years, bro.
Yeah, 6 years old.
Apollonia Cruz says, I got the vaccine with no side effects. My posse got tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
that's why it is.
My posse got tighter, though.
Wepa! Apollonia. Where you from? Huh? Where you from? No.
Where you from? Where you from?
But I got side effects.
Yeah.
You know, I had a little bit of a fever, shivers and stuff like that, but a day later,
Yeah. I mean, I did it more for my mom because when
Yeah.
it first started, my mom got really sick and she was in ICU. We thought we were gonna lose her. Actually, I brought it home to her.
Wow.
I didn't know how I got it, and so that
Well,
the
we know how
guilt
you
trip-
got it. You work in a hospital.
I work in the hospital, but
Yeah.
even in the hospital, I was the first one in my department. So when my boss found out, he says, "Javier, you're patient zero in our department." I'm like,
That's messed up.
Wow.
so so that scared me. So I did it more for her, and she just got her booster shot, and she got sick the day after the booster shot. She says, "Javier, I feel like I got the virus all over again," but she got over it in 24
that's
hours.
You know what it is? That's your body fighting it.
Fighting it,
Your
yeah.
body, your body conforming to it. And now, from what it was explained to me by an infectious disease nurse, that when you get injected with it, it's not a live virus. It's a dead
No,
virus.
it's not a live virus.
And what it is, it's introduced to your T cells. They just discovered that the T cells
Right.
fight a big fighter. So what it does, it learns from it, and then when that dies out,
Right.
it has all the data it needs. So now
Yeah.
if the real virus gets introduced, ahora tenemos pelea.
Yeah.
I got something to fight with.
Right,
now.
right. I got my
The T
booster
cells that you're
shot.
bugging out, I'm not eligible till the 8th.
Yeah, my job has been sending emails
Oh, well, you
out.
guys, yeah, because you guys are.
I work right in the recovery room, and
right.
just last week, and this is not HIPAA because I'm not mentioning any patient name or anything, but we did have a patient that tested positive, and they were recovering like right near one of the beds near everybody, and they found out because what they do is they're supposed to test you before surgery,
Yeah.
and I think sometimes they end up testing you after surgery. So
Right.
when the results came back, it was positive. So
That's scary, man.
but everybody's basically everybody's vaccinated.
Nobody got sick, and I spoke to.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
friend Carmen, she got her to protect her grandkids, and she loves her grandkids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Protect
today
your family.
today was yesterday was the election, right?
Right.
Yesterday,
Right.
yes.
Why we don't have no Latinos fighting for like mayors and stuff like that?
Well,
know
mira,
what?
mira what
Yes.
happened with this guy that was running for the Bronx Borough president. What was his name?
There was a Latino running for Bronx Borough
Yeah,
president.
years ago.
Oh, I was gonna say right now.
Yeah,
I was like,
I forgot his name. No, years ago. And he just dropped out. I don't know what the reason was, but he dropped out of the race.
They probably
I think
found out
I
he was
think
not really Latino.
Maybe they found a skeleton in the closet. I don't know. Maybe they found a dried up pastel
Yeah.
wrapper in his
They was
closet
like,
or
what?
something.
Why you don't eat rice and beans? No, you got to go.
Give me your Boricua card.
You
Give me
got
your
to
Boricua
go.
card. Pero now, remember, I haven't seen you since before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now, I believe I caught it in March of 2020
What makes you think that?
because I lost taste, smell, and
Okay.
I got a fever.
Right.
But it only lasted me like 4 days. But I
Wait.
quarantined myself.
You're
Back
lucky.
then, when it first started,
Wait a minute,
they
you-
had
you
the
lose-
testing and
Right.
I
You
lost
lose
taste, and
taste, smell.
I lost
And I had
my
a fever.
sense of smell
smell. Yeah.
for quite a few months.
Well, I lost it for a couple of seconds. Anyway, you know.
I don't know.
I guess when I
Bueno, mira, people,
stood
he's the
up,
pro-
I
he's-
got it back.
He's,
Okay.
he's the producer, so he can play whatever he wants. But
I didn't say anything. You just-
during the pandemic, now we had one of my good friends from work died on my birthday that same year. So I was at home recovering and stuff like that.
Right.
But back then they didn't have the test.
Yeah.
I went to Earth DK where I live, and they didn't have the City MD.
Yeah.
No tenía. But I went about a few weeks later to someplace else up in Co-op City.
Right.
They checked me and I was negative, but I didn't check antibodies. But anyway, I stayed working. I came back to work after a month, stayed working throughout the entire pandemic. Transit, we worked. We weren't even essential workers.
And why did they make you work if you weren't essential
Because you
workers?
can't shut the subways down. They didn't declare us essential workers. Delivery people had more carte blanche than we did. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time, it came on the news, in ShopRite, they were letting essential workers, first responders, and all these people get ahead of the line.
Right.
Okay. They showed, we had a conductor or a train operator, showed his pass. I said, do we follow? He goes, no, you guys are not considered essential workers. You have to go to the back of the line. And he was like, wow.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Almost that time?
Yep, it's almost that
It's
time.
Wow,
almost
time
that
flies,
time.
man. We didn't even touch on everything we wanted to touch on.
Well, I mean, this is good. We've covered, I
Yeah,
mean,
well, the
bottom
biggest
line is,
elephant there is
Yeah.
the virus and stuff like
bottom
that. But you
line
know
is,
what? I mean,
get it or don't get it.
educate yourself
Don't beat somebody up.
on not fake news. Read. Don't just go to the first website and take that as gospel. When I research something, I'm looking at 10, 15, 20 different websites.
Right.
And if it's like 85, 90, 95% are telling me the same thing, then I'm going to take it as gospel. And these are from different sources. Educate yourself so that way you can make an educated decision.
Right.
Don't just go by what Fulano said or the Orange Julius guy, the one that's looking for muertos to come and put him back in office and stuff like that. You can't because ultimately the decision you make is going to affect somebody in your family.
Right.
Punto. That's it, You got to do it. You got to do it for yourself. Don't do it. Don't say, "Oh, I'm not getting it because they're mandating me." No, that could be the worst decision you ever make. God, I pray to God that nobody gets it. But bro, if you get it, man, I've seen people who've gone through it, man, and they never recover. I know a guy who got it in the first and still has no taste in his mouth, and he's got respiratory scar tissue for the rest of his life.
Crazy.
He's even got COPD. Never smoked a day in his life. This thing is gonna be damaged. It's an upper respiratory infection.
So before we end on that, I know someone whose cousin is in the hospital, intubated.
Oh,
Their religious family, Pentecostal, I believe, his mom was against the vaccine and convinced her son not to get it. He's in his 50s. She convinced her son to not get it. The son got coronavirus. He's been in the hospital for, I would have to say, over a month, intubated, in a coma. I'm saying she's probably praying differently now because she's probably putting all that guilt on herself.
God doesn't do for you.
You got to do for yourself, yeah.
He put you in the right path. It's up to you to take it because if it was like that, God would dictate every single second of your life.
Exacto.
Exactamente.
You want to say that again? Come here.
Say that again.
El vago no lee que dice, con el sudor de tu frente, gánate tu pan. No, se va con el médico para fea.
You gotta help yourself.
Yeah.
Things are not gonna be done for you because if it was like that, God would give you your paycheck, you can stay home.
Yeah.
God will give you vacation, you can stay home.
Yeah.
He gave you the tools. You got all
Sure,
todas las herramientas están ahí.
Right.
The only close I got is when I was working for Jesus.
Yeah. Correct, Carmen. Yeah, she must be feeling really
Yeah.
guilty because
That's-
he took the
that's
mother's
the shame.
advice, and now the mom is practically almost losing her son.
You know what? The bottom line is, she became God. She listened to him.
See, the closest you can get is Jesus giving you the paycheck because my boss was
Jesus from the Bronx.
Jesus from the Bronx, from the bodega store. He used to
that's
pay
hilarious. Bueno, mi gente, listen, we're coming up to a close here.
Yes.
I want to thank my guest and co-host, Johnny Boricua, Prince Donis. Thank you. And we will have you back definitely. This is El Latino Ruido, mi gente, and I'll see you next Wednesday. And happy Puerto Rican Heritage Month. Yes. Ciao.
Por amor soy de ti y seré toda la vida mientras viva. Por amor soy de ti, por amor, por amor, por amor, por amor, por amor.